Hi guys, ang ating topic ngayon, ano ang pagkakaiba ng NERMIS at error change? Yan ang ating pag-uusapan ngayon kasi napaka-importante ito pagdating sa safety ng barko. Ang NERMIS, ang magiging epekto nito ay halos parehas din ng accident or incident kung hindi natin may address ito. Kaya kung tayo ay may naobserbahan na isang NERMIS, kailangan bigyan natin to ng atensyon, rectify ka agad para hindi na mag-cause ng accident or incident that could damage the ship property, cargo, crew, and environment. While the error chain ay halos parehas din. Kaso lang, yung error chain ay ito ginagamit sa bridge team management. Kaya kailangan, we need to address the error chain. So dito ay kailangan ang teamwork. Kahit na ikaw ay pinakamababang ranggo na member of the bridge team, pag may nakita kang any act or any danger na ikakapahamak ng safety of the ship, kailangan you need to challenge, lalo na pag ito ay act of the officers, captain, or pilot. So kahit ikaw ay pinaka most junior members of the team, you need to challenge the person conning the ship. So ibig sabihin, conning the ship is the in charge of the ship. Gaya na nga nangyari sa isang barko approaching the port, joining the channel. Yung kapitan, nag-order siya ng hard starboard, then yung AB sumunod man na hard starboard. Kahit na nga nakita niya na sasagasaan yung boya, yung fairway buoy. Sabi ko nga sa AB after the maneuvering, sabi ko, hindi mo ba napansin yung boya na yon na nasa starboard bow? Sabi niya sa akin, sir, napansin ko. Kaso lang, si kapitan ay ayaw ng pinapangunahan. So, yung mga ganong attitude ng isang kapitan na ayaw siyang i-challenge or kasi ang word dito sa pag nakapansin ka or if you notice na yung captain or piloto or officers na creating some mistakes that might be in danger of the safety of the ship, kahit ikaw ay pinaka most junior on board the ship, you need to challenge. Ang word dito, challenge, ibig sabihin, you need to tell the captain that there is a buoy on his starboard bow na posibleng mabangga. So, yung nangyari dito ay halos 5 meters na lang yung distansya sa starboard side. Muntik-muntik ka ng mabangga. Kaya ito po ay paalala sa bridge team members, the bridge team management and or the bridge resource management. It doesn't mean na ikaw ay kapitan ay ikaw laging masusunod, ikaw laging tama. Kaya nga, the bridge team management, ini-emphasize dito ang checking and counter-checking in order to maintain the safety of the ship. Kaya sa mga kapitan, hindi lahat ay tama yung ating aksyon. Itong kapitan kasi ay pauwi na at matagal na rin siyang kasama ng AB for almost 8 months. Ganon yung attitude. So we need to change, lalo na tayong mga kapitan. Huwag natin pairalin na porke tayo kapitan, laging tama ang ating mga decision. May mga bagay-bagay na hindi natin nakikita, pero nakikita ng iba. Kaya, as an advice, matagal kasi akong naghawak ng training course na Bridge Team Management and Bridge Resource Management. Doon ini-emphasize na kailangan natin, we need to check and counter-checking before we take action. At isa pa, pag the captain, pilot, or officers giving some orders that might be dangerous to the ship, we need to challenge about that one. So, ang mali dito ng isang timonel or helmsman, kahit na nakita niya yung buoy na sasagasaan sa ganong command ni kapitan ng hard starboard, buti na lang, ganda rin yung response ng barko, ay nakabig. Pagdating sa may bridge, beam the bridge, halos kumiskis sa kostado yung boya. Ang ano doon, dahil hindi maalon, hindi malakas ang agos. Kung yung agos ng kuryente ay away from the ship, so posibleng masagasaan yung kadena ng boya. So we need to change. Itong kapitan na to ay 63 years old na. At base sa record, si kapitan ay na-acquire niya yung lisensya niya noong 2013. Yung management, kasama na yung chiefmate. So, posible, nagmando siya na hindi pa katagalan. At naobserbahan ko rin yung bridge checklist. Hindi nasusunod. Chinicheckan pagkatapos na ng manebrada. Kaya, after departure nga, may sabi ni kapitan sa kadete kasi ang nag-check, nagmamanage ng checklist. Oh, kadet, ang tagal-tagal mo na dito, hindi mo pa alam yung mga checklist. So, supposed to be, the one who will manage this checklist is the duty officer and coordination to the captain. Kaya maraming nagkakaroon ng disgrasya dahil sa masyado tayong complacent or binibigay natin sa mga kadete. Ito ang laking pagkakamali ng bridge team management. The bridge team management, kailangan magkaroon tayong cooperation, coordination, and we must accept our fault. We must accept those suggestions of the junior officers or other members of the bridge team. Sa tagal-tagal kong paghawak ng bridge team and bridge resource management training course for almost 3 years, ito naobserbahan ko dito sa barko na walang proper coordination, teamwork ng bridge team. The captain should must approachable and open to any suggestion of any members of the bridge team. Hindi yung napaka-authoritarian ng style ng leadership ng kapitan. After that, walang ginawa si Kapitan na report na Nermes. Even after the docking, dapat nagkandak siya ng debriefing to call all the bridge team members, including the foreign up team. Kasi yung third mate supposed to be in charge in the forward part should also make a lookout ahead of the ship para makita niya rin. No one is reporting from the forward part. The chief officer is also on the bridge. Kaso lang, wala rin. Kasi nga sa ugali ng isang kapitan na walang pwedeng mag-suggest sa kanya. Dahil nga hindi tumatanggap. Ayaw siyang pinapangunahan ng other members of the teams. This captain should be recommended to attend or to take a retraining of bridge team and resource management. Kasi pag ito ay mapunta ulit sa barko at hindi siya magbago, posibleng magkaroon ng malala pa. Kasi magiging behavioral niya na yun eh. Mahirap yung ating behavior and attitude kasi nakadikit na yon sa ating laman. We need to change our style of leadership. As a leader, hindi pwede na ikaw lagi ang masusunod. As a leader, you need to change your style para mapasunod mo ang iyong mga subordinates. Now, in order to achieve the safety of the ship, the crew, the cargo, as well as the environment. So sana mayroon kayong natutunan in this video. Lalong-lalo na yung mga kapitan. Hindi pwede na close ang ating isipan. Hindi pwede na mayroon tayong tinatawag tunnel vision. Or like a horse. Kasi ang horse na naghihila ng karitila, tinatakpan yan dyan para dire-diretso lang siya kung ano yung kanyang nakikita doon. Hindi siya lumilingon. But in the bridge team management, you must see to it that listening, accepting any suggestion of your member of the bridge team, including the pilot. So, doon naman sa mga juniors, that the action of the captain might be in danger to the ship, you need to challenge the captain or the pilot. Kaya nga, before you take any action, as a captain, as a duty officer, as a pilot, you need to inform the bridge team that this is your intention. So doon naman sa other members, para madali kang makapag-response sa sinasabi ni kapitan or whoever taking the cone of the ship, ang pinaka-key of this one, without delay ang iyong response, you always be aware. Awareness is the most important if you are navigating the ship in order to achieve the goal of the company, which is to arrive the port in a safe condition. So maraming salamat. Thank you for watching. Diyos mabalos sa Indogabos.